What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. And I'll be honest, this has been one of the most difficult episodes to show. Recently lost my dad, and that has been very difficult to kind of just come out and just bounce back and just start doing normal stuff. I don't know if you've lost one of your relatives and it's been the same, but for me, it's been a little tough. Anyway, guys, we're gonna keep moving. My dad would want that, and we're gonna keep going forward. Keep pressing that like and subscribe. Sure helps me out. Give you an update on what's happened. These girls got painted. Both these wonderful ladies are now painted. A DIY garage paint booth and a paint booth in a box video. If you haven't seen that, please check that out. But for today, what we're going to do is we're going to tackle this girl's brake system. She's got drum brakes. I want power brakes. Anybody that wants to drive it comfortably. So it's actually gonna be power brakes too. And we're probably gonna redo the rear brakes. They're gonna keep them drum, but just improve them and woo, rusty crusty. Definitely recommend this light and some PV blaster for this job. There's 4 bolts back here. These 4 bolts. You can see that. I want to make sure those don't give me too much grief. And to get it off the spindle, we'll have to remove our caps. So we'll go ahead and remove both caps. Let's get dirty. Don't think that's supposed to be that loose. Will she work? She did. Oh yeah, like butter. Now we got access to that bad boy. Oh yeah, we got all 4 off. All right, girl. Try to give you some light. Put a good grip on it and use it to work it off. All right, now that we have these 4 bolts off, we also have this bolt loose. This whole drum should come off, and we'll go set it over there because it's heavy. There she goes. She's free. That's what we're talking about. Ah, these things are heavy. Get this spindle clean. So here we go.
Forced up through the rollers.
All right, so making room for some new lines. So I had to break these off. It took some vice grips, of course, but I did get the original lines off, and I did input this new line. You can see that there. This line right here will go to the new proportion valve coming off of the rear, what used to be where the rear brakes would go. And then you've got a new one coming to the rear brakes where, see, it's loose back here. That back there, that's going to get connected to the proportion valve. What I've got here is the line that they do supply, and it's awesome. And going for the front brakes, where the front brakes would go, which is actually the rear of the master cylinder, and we're going to put it in. So let's go ahead. Rather than putting the master cylinder and the brake booster in and having no room over here, I find it's a little bit easier to just get everything mocked up and close to being fully tightened. There's the braking point right there. So I have the brake lines worked out. These should be ready for the booster to come in with the master cylinder. Attach the proportioning valve here. Yeah, this is the outlet here, and this is the inlet. So now we get to put this fine bracket on, and it sits up in there where the original master cylinder was, but there's two bolts right now. There's two bolts right now that are keeping the column on. So I need to remove those bolts real quick. Bracket fits really good in there. Really happy with it. Get your 9/16 inch, the ratchet preferred. If you had the flex ratchet, it'd be even better, because then I could just get in here and got the old pedal out. Pretty straightforward if you have a car that hasn't been touched with or messed with, and this one hasn't. So time to put this brand new beauty inside. All right, we're gonna have to remove the bracket here. Let me move my nuts. Oh God. Of course. All right, going in. See what kind of trouble we can make. Need something to prop that up. Yeah, just like that. There we go. See if we can get two of these started. There she goes. And you can't see that, but I am starting the nuts on the back. All right, we got this thing started. It was not the easiest, but it's way easier than dealing with hard lines. So yeah, Dennis, you're awesome. So let's keep going. All right, so now I've got to clip these back in, and as well as put the brake switch back on. So we'll see, we gotta do some more gymnastics. contort our bodies in all different directions to get in here, and there it is. There's that beautiful thing. It's still plugged in, so we good. Alright, Alright guys, so we finished up on the power disc brake conversion by bleeding the brakes and, you know, just purging out all of the old brake fluid and getting some new fluid in there. I will say there is some adjustment you can make to the brake pedal itself, but we didn't do that. We just left it the way it was right out of the box, and it's working out great. It feels great. Pedals feels great. And so just connecting up the booster to the manifold, you just need manifold pressure. I guess the hardest part of this whole job is connecting the lines to the master cylinder. It can just be a little bit troublesome sometimes. So guys, I'm gonna have to do a real life driving experience on this video soon, and this thing's about to button up and get on the road, so I'm super excited to show you guys that, and I will review again what it feels like on the road. But for now, just know this thing really goes in easily. It's one of the easiest kits I've ever put together. Dennis over at CCRP has really put a kit that is all inclusive, and we're gonna go ahead and see you on the next one. Please keep watching, and please keep pressing play on that build list. Until next time, guys. You just want to verify you got the right one, the same one, etc. So, mount it. What I like to do is get the line started. Where you put the bolts in, all you have